Distinguished ministers, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the Pre-COP in Baku. Climate change affects all countries across continents, with the small island developing nations being the most vulnerable. It adversely impacts livelihoods globally and impedes the progress towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. Azerbaijan is not an exception. Each year we see decreasing water levels in our rivers, while the Caspian Sea is shrinking. Azerbaijan also faces water scarcity. Azerbaijan takes bold steps to overcome these challenges. At the national level, we are successfully implementing our socio-economic priority of clean environment and green growth. Azerbaijan has announced 2024 as a Green World Solidarity Year. Our abundant wind and solar potential enable us to advance renewable agenda. The liberated Karabakh and East Zangezur declared green energy zones host sufficient renewable sources. Azerbaijan also invests revenues from oil and gas production in green energy. This clearly demonstrates that being rich in fossil fuel does not prevent us from our strides towards promoting green agenda. As a country that accounts for only 0.1% of global greenhouse gas emissions, Azerbaijan sets an example how even smaller emitters can make significant contributions to combat climate change. Our determination to support global climate action led us to bidding for the COP29. I consider the unanimous support extended to Azerbaijan as a sign of the international community's trust in our country. We are proud that the first COP in the South Caucasus and the wider region will take place in Azerbaijan. Although we had less than a year ahead, we took full responsibility and made considerable achievements. An inclusive COP29 organizing committee that involves women, parliamentarians, and civil society representatives ensures smooth preparation to the Baku COP. Guided by the slogan, "In Solidarity for a Green World," the COP29 presidency has been engaging with all stakeholders in a constructive spirit and transparent manner, conducting numerous visits and listening to all to take their concerns into account. We have prioritized addressing the challenges posed by climate change to the small island developing states. Azerbaijan considers helping these states as a moral duty and support them both financially and politically, including through the Commonwealth. To provide countries continuity of efforts, UAE, Azerbaijan, and Brazil, in their capacities as the presidents of COP28, COP29, and COP30, respectively, have launched Climate Troika. We have elaborated an ambitious action agenda comprising 14 initiatives on a range of issues such as peace, finance, human capital, water, to mention just a few. The call for COP truce gets even more relevance amid the current geopolitical tension. It is worth mentioning that the significant progress has been achieved in operationalization of the Loss and Damage Fund in Baku this September. Yet the major task ahead of us is to agree a fair and ambitious new collective quantified goal that meets the needs of the developing, least developed, and small island developing states. The new finance goal requires a substantial increase. Neither Azerbaijan, in its capacity of the COP29 presidency, nor on any other state can take decision on behalf of others. Our role is to provide a platform for facilitating negotiations, which we believe we have been fulfilling impartially. Innovative Shamahi retreat initiated by Azerbaijan can serve as an effective informal format for further advancing climate talks. As we are entering into the final stage of preparation to the COP29, I call on you to engage constructively and in good faith for the sake of humanity. While states have common but differentiated responsibilities, they should put aside disagreements, stop blaming each other, and find common ground. We cannot afford to waste time on defining who is guilty for global warming or who caused more environmental harm. As it has been highlighted on numerous occasions, the Baku COP will be the litmus test for multilateralism. The international community cannot fail and should make a deal on NCQG. It is my expectation that a historic agreement, the Baku Accord, will be reached at the COP29, which will go down in history as our collective success. Here, I cannot but touch upon the smear campaign by some media outlets aimed at tarnishing Azerbaijan's image under false pretext. Such vain attempts cannot derail us from achieving our noble mission to cope with the negative impacts of climate change. I am looking forward to welcoming heads of states and governments at the World Leaders Climate Action Summit that will take place from 12th to 13th of November in Baku, to act together in solidarity for a green world. In conclusion, I wish you fruitful deliberation that would lead to successful outcome in Baku next month. Thank you, the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Mr. Ilham Aliyev. Thank you.